We welcome you to Cambrian Hall. When you think class, this is the place to be. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Vitaly Klitschko, 6'7" tall and 248 pounds. And they'll be Vitaly Klitschko. He's a heavyweight, all right. Just look at this specimen fighting out of Ukraine. This is Muhammad Ali, perhaps the biggest mouth in the game today, but boy did he back it up in his last fight as he just beat Sonny Liston to claim the World Heavyweight Championship.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Kyiv, Ukraine, with 41 knockouts in his 45 career wins, here is the hard-hitting, two-time heavyweight champion of the world, known as Dr. Iron Fist, Vitaly Klitschko. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Louisville Lip, Muhammad Ali.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
We see the crowd, the people, the fans. We just cannot wait.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter punch. No rest for the weary. Straight right just misses. Nice counter. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You just see the nerves of the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Perfect counter shot. They exchange punches. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. The way the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Confident. You got to take that confidence away.
Yes, I like that one.
And there's the bell to start round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
Nice counter shot. gets another scoring shot. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is, has he punched himself out? Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Do you believe what we're seeing? Good counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. I promise you, all three judges. On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Swing and a miss with that hook. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? The perfect counter lands. Throws the uppercut but misses. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. One punch could change everything in this battle. Well done with that counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. As bad as boxing.
See, he hook spamming. He hook spamming. He hook spamming the lead. That's all he's trying to do.
Start round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Punch, counter punch. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Can't find a home with that jab. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter punch, if there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Oh, no! Ali is down! And you can see see here, his face basically melts into his glove and down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they? Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think right.
Back into the fray here in round 5. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round? Catch and shoot. There's a counter shot. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with the jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. He is down big time on the scores. Here we go in the 6th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
That counter shot lands. This is a high-octane battle. He threw a punch and just got countered. The greatest has been big shot, and down goes Ali. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt that body punch right there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into the fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
It's bombs away. These punches coming from every angle. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Hold it right there. Is the greatest. Muhammad Ali is down. Do you believe it? When you get hit with a body shot like this, this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again.
There's levels to this.
This fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here or this fight is going to be over.
They believe they're...
Here we go. It's round 7. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Nice counter punch. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice defense on that hook. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the gods took an... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, getting new...
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
Make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on.
Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
How about that time counter shot? Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. The straight right just misses.
Clip this
We're
down.
going to take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you continue?
What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Send me your password.
Hey, who is this?
Yo, Skrilla.
Yeah, who is this?
Hey, we don't mess with Skrilla game.
Right.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Here comes Dr. Iron Fist, Vitaly Klitschko. Here comes one of the greatest fighters ever to come out of Ukraine. Talk about an intimidating specimen. East in a set.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Kyiv, Ukraine, and 41 knockouts in his 45 career wins, here is the 2-time heavyweight champion of the...
What a pleasure it is to be here. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Jab does not score. A straight right just misses. There was so much hype surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Got him with a left jab. That's straight hurt him. They exchange punches. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. Neither fighter willing to slow down. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. From this moment... Here we go for round 2. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Perfect counter shot. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. talking about Klitschko in that last round. On to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. He misses with that straight left. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Swing and a miss with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. What would you tell this guy he's got to do? Here we go to the fourth round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Well done with that counter shot. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Misses with the straight left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Beautiful counter punch. Which fighter will say no mas? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You'd like to see more jabs. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Incredible work rate. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. He prevents that left uppercut from scoring. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Klitschko in that. There's the bell for round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
And he scores with the counter. Good counter punching. Nice job by him to block that jab. Beautiful counter shot. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land.
It's over.
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What?
1, 2, 3. It makes me so angry hearing that.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, getting...
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Here comes round 7. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter shot lands. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you feel and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
You don't want to trade shots. The perfect counter lands. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that. And we enter the 8th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough one.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Oh, and there's no way they're getting up from that. It is a clean knockout. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
Listen to me. Are you okay? You're out.
You heard that right.